Welcome, adventurers and oh yes, viewers alike, to the inaugural session of our epic ancient Greece-based D&D campaign. I'm Jeff, your game master, or dungeon master if you'd prefer, and boy, do we have a journey ahead of us. And for this journey, I'm joined by Barack Obama.
Welcome, everyone.
Joe Biden.
Hi, guys.
Donald Trump.
Hello, America.
And last but certainly not least, George Bush.
Howdy.
Now, before we embark on this grand odyssey, we're going to have a little something called Session Zero. This is where we set the stage, outline our expectations, and most importantly, have a bit of fun getting to know each other. So let's kick things off with Barack, my good man.
Well, Jeff, thanks for that enthusiastic introduction. Folks, I'm Barack Obama. I've been playing for a few years now and even taken the reins as DM a couple of times, mostly in 5th edition. I love the strategy and storytelling elements of the game. Big fan of some of the other channels, content, and some of those professional streamers, so thought I'd take a crack at it myself and help set today out. Looking forward to seeing how we can blend these ancient myths and real-world events with our campaign. Really looking forward to extending my creativity into a world not made of blocks.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. A true veteran in our midst. George, care to introduce yourself? Obama tells me you're a new player fresh to the tabletop scene.
Hey y'all, I'm George W. Bushyup. First time playing D&D. I've played a lot of video games. Joining these boys in a bucket load like our Minecraft realm, I have played many RPGs, but not yet BG3 though, but I'm hoping some of those general skills will transfer over. This new game, being tabletop and face-to-face, should be a fun challenge, and with the support of you gents, I don't expect many issues. I like fast-paced action gameplay and can't wait to get down to the action. I'm looking forward to slaying a dragon. And that kind of stuff. Thanks, Jeff, for hosting.
Well, marvelous, really. Donald, my friend, let's hear about you, shall we? Who are you? What intrigues you? What makes you tick? And of course, most importantly, what brings you to the D&D table?
Well, Jeff, everyone knows me. Do I even need to introduce myself? I'm Trump, the Don DJ T-Gold Don Boy. Him, I've got plenty of experience. Tremendous experience, really. I have so much tremendous experience in leading teams, making deals, and being the best at everything. I've led teams to victory in every game I've played. I know what it takes to win, and I plan to bring that winning attitude here. Leadership is my strong suit, no doubt about it. Never played D&D specifically, but I'm a Baldur's Gate and XCOM vet, so I expect you all to be surprised. I'm here to win and win big. Just like life, D&D is just another game where I'll be the best there ever was.
Yes, indeed. Confidence, it's quite crucial, isn't it? Biden, my good friend, it's your moment. What tales do you bring?
Hey folks, I'm Joe Biden. Well, it's been a while, I have to admit. Played back in the day, a different edition. Can't remember which. My good friend Gary introduced me when he was first getting into writing. Things may have changed, but I'm excited to dust off the old skills, roll some dice, and crit some goblins. Might be a bit rusty, but I'm here to learn and have fun, make friends along the way, and hopefully save a damsel in distress. Feeling a bit rusty, but ready to jump back in and see where this adventure takes us. Let's get rolling, Jack.
Absolutely splendid. Now, before I ask, I might say throw it over to the team for a bit of inquisitive banter. Let's review a few key campaign guidelines we've already sketched out off screen. We're mostly talking stat blocks. Our adventurers have rolled the proverbial dice, and we stumbled upon a rare statistical curiosity where someone, I won't say who, rolled beneath the minimum threshold for class viability. A marvel of probability, wouldn't you agree? But fret not. Tonight, they and everyone else gets another go, keeping the superior result of the two rolls, learning and rolling a journey of discovery together. Level ups will be as grand as the milestones we achieve together. As the sagacious guide of our tale, I'll discern when the party has flourished sufficiently to ascend to new heights, often tethered to the march of our main quest. For our journey's progress, expect substantial, a sort of XP type reward for pivotal quests to work towards the milestone leveling progress in my hidden tracker. And for diversions and side paths, perhaps a sprinkling of riches, magic, or other enticements to enrich our narrative fabric. I urge any intrepid souls contemplating the blending of paths multiclassing to confer with me between sessions, especially those new to this enchanting world of spells and serpents. It's all about honing your prowess and carving your own legend after all. Splendid. Then, with no further ado, let's plunge into the world you'll be delving into. Our adventure unfolds in a wondrous tapestry woven from ancient Greco-Roman mythology, set against the backdrop of circa 188 BC during the illustrious 148th Olympiad. I mentioned that for a reason. My aim for this, you see, is to paint a rich picture of a realm teeming with gods and mythical beings, each imbued with an enchanting hint of fantastical allure, a canvas where the lines between history and legend blur in the most intriguing of ways. Now, let's delve a bit deeper into the world awaiting your exploration. As you make landfall at a bustling port on a picturesque Greek island, you're drawn by the enigmatic summons of a figure known only as the Academic. His call has spread far and wide, seeking mercenary adventurers like yourselves for tasks cloaked in mystery. This island marks but the beginning of our journey, a gateway into a realm where mythological beings, historical figures, and fantastical elements converge in a rich tapestry of intrigue and adventure. Any questions before we embark on this thrilling odyssey?
This sounds really cool. What kind of jobs are we talking about here? Are we able to wander anywhere like Obama says?
Ah, Bush, the eager explorer. The specifics of your missions will reveal themselves as you journey onward, but anticipate a thrilling blend of combat, political intrigue, and uncovering ancient mysteries. It's an expansive world, brimming with opportunities for exploration and discovery. As for wandering, indeed, you'll have the freedom to roam and delve into the secrets this island and the world beyond holds. There will be plenty of opportunities for side quests and, shall we say, misadventures, so we can only imagine you will find what you are after, George. Obama, I can see you. Any thoughts on our upcoming exploits?
How flexible are we with the rules? Can we get creative? Or are you a stickler of a DM?
Obama, probing the depths of our game already. Exactly the first question I'd expect from any veteran player. I believe in the art of bending and breaking rules if it enriches our adventure and adds to the narrative tapestry. As long as it fosters fair play and enhances the storytelling experience, I'm fully on board. Creativity, my friends, is the spice that flavors our journey. Cool rules, some might say.
That's what I like to hear. We need to think big, go beyond the ordinary. Make D&D great again. Enough with the nerds owning it.
What about the gods? Are they straight out of D&D mythology, or do they have a fantasy twist?
Biden delving into the divine. The gods you'll encounter are a delightful blend of mythological figures with a touch of fantasy flair. They are powerful, unpredictable, and their influence will shape your journey in fascinating ways. We will draw upon historical as well as canon influences. Think they are based on traditional myths, but with some tweaks to fit our world better. Think of them as characters in our story with their own quirks and agendas. They'll be familiar yet surprising. And remember, the gods in this world are very much active and involved in mortal affairs. I aim to keep the focus on the Greco-Roman gods. However, I will not control the party and who they choose to align with, as long as I enjoy the story.
So can we interact with these gods directly? Maybe make deals or alliances?
Trump, a curious mind indeed. The gods in our world are dynamic entities capable of great influence over your journey. Your interactions with them will define your path, whether they become your staunch allies, formidable foes, or something in between. Remember, their intentions can shift like the winds, and while you may choose to disregard them, their presence will resonate through your adventures. Piety holds sway here, drawing from Theros' piety, mechanics, and other inspirations. I've imbued our game with a unique twist on divine interaction. This is something I will track behind the scenes. Gaining a god's favor may grant you boons, yet it may also demand, unfortunately, sacrifices. Consider this fair warning as you navigate these divine intrigues.
And for someone new to all this, how does magic fit into the D&E world?
Bush, an insightful query, certainly. Much like the power of life in our own reality, magic in our D&D world is a rare and potent force. It's not something you'll find in every village, but rather concentrated in academies and cults devoted to its study, often under the patronage of powerful deities. While magic items are treasured and sought after, they're not everyday commodities, yet low-level enchantments are relatively commonplace in the right circles. Spellcasters, whether revered as wise scholars or feared as wielders of formidable power, play pivotal roles in shaping our landscapes. Most towns are aware of magic's existence, and royal courts typically maintain their own mages, but enchantments on everyday tools are far from common among the common folk.
Interesting, Jeff, thank you. Speaking of these cults and academies, are there any major factions we should know about?
Obama, probing into the power dynamics. Indeed, you'll encounter various factions striving for influence, from city-states and clandestine cults to independent rogue groups. Each faction harbors its own ambitions, offering you both alliances to forge and vulnerabilities to exploit. You'll recognize names like Athens, Thessaloniki, and Sparta, though many others will be unfamiliar. Embracing the rich cultural diversity of the Mediterranean, we'll use racial languages rather than historical ones. While humans are ubiquitous, certain races may dominate specific regions, influencing the languages spoken and even the currencies used. A gold piece is a gold piece, though I won't have anyone exchanging their drachma for denarii.
I'm interested to hear more about this goal, but first, what about our characters' backstories? How much should we reveal today?
Keep your backstories close to your chest for now. Drop hints, make cheeky slips if you must, but let the big reveals unfold naturally during the game. This way, you'll have the thrill of discovering each other's characters in the heat of the moment, adding to the intrigue and excitement of our adventure together.
What about player Vs? Player interactions. How far could we go with that? I'd hate to anger my friends into violence against me. That would be scary. I've seen their tempers.
PvP is only on the table. Biden, any conflict should serve the story and enhance the fun for everyone. No permanent consequences without mutual agreement. It's all about keeping the game friendly and engaging. No player vs player where it feels like preying on each other. This is something I am strong on.
Sounds good and fair, Jeff. As I'd expect. If they do come up, how do we handle disagreements or rules debates?
I'll make the final call to keep things moving, but I'm open to discussion if it improves the game. And for our viewers, feel free to leave comments and insights, but remember, we're here to have fun and grow together.
So what can we expect when we arrive at the port? Any immediate challenges or opportunities?
Ah, the port of Liveday. I won't say much today, George, but it's a bustling hub of activity filled with merchants, travelers, and of course other adventurers. You'll meet the academic O, and he spells it a K-E-D-M-I-K, by the way, and it is he who will set you on your first mission, should you choose to accept it. There will be plenty of opportunities for exploration, intrigue, and maybe a bit of mischief and mischeg, and of course plenty of chaos.
How interactive will the environment be? Can we influence events or create our own side quests? That's my favorite part of D&D.
Absolutely. The world is very much alive and responsive to your actions. If you want to create side quests, make alliances, or stir up trouble, go for it. Your choices will shape the world and the story. I wholeheartedly encourage it. There's nothing quite like the unscripted chaos of improvisational D&D. That's why I'm here today. And I hope you all embrace and echo these sentiments as we embark on this adventure together.
What about the historical elements? How accurate are we sticking to 188 BC? Do I need to read a history book?
You mean your diary?
Good question again, Biden, very good question. We're taking some creative liberties for the sake of fun and storytelling. While historical events and figures will be woven into the narrative, don't be surprised if things aren't perfectly accurate. It's all about crafting a rich and engaging world. I'm sure this is a relief, Trump. I'd actually encourage you not to delve too deeply into historical accuracy. We won't adhere strictly to historical details, so getting too immersed in facts might lead to confusion in our fantastical setting. Plus, you might stumble upon spoilers inadvertently.
How should we approach our characters' personalities and goals? Should they align with the historical context?
Not necessarily, George. While your characters can be influenced by the setting, they should ultimately reflect your creative vision. Their personalities, goals, and motivations are entirely up to you. Just ensure they fit, at least mostly within the world we're crafting together. For our audience at home, there are no predefined race, class, or perks that a player must adhere to.
What about in-game talking? Are we allowed to communicate even if we are at a distance?
Certainly, out-of-game discussions and planning are free and encouraged to ensure everyone is on the same page and having fun. In-game communication should stay true to the character's knowledge and abilities, maintaining immersion and narrative coherence. This approach helps keep the game engaging and the storytelling consistent. So basically, let's just try and keep metagaming to a minimum.
If I am feeling particularly cheesy, are there any traits that are excluded? If you don't say it tonight, it's not banned for future. That's how it works, trust me.
Absolutely. Trump, I'm all for players bringing their own flavor and style to the table. If you feel like diving into some cheesy tactics or traits, go right ahead. Whether it's playing a halfling with lucky and chronergy spells or any other creative combination, let your imagination run wild. This world is yours to explore and enjoy as you see fit. Just remember, the aim of the game isn't to be the strongest in the world, unless it is.
The big question. What happens when one of us dies?
Yes, the big question indeed. Obama, what happens with resurrection magics? Well, I'll handle that when it becomes relevant. As for death itself, you'll be out for the session, or maybe a bit longer until your new character is ready to step into the fray. I'm quite flexible about how you create your new persona, but it should feel distinct from your previous one. None of this my character's sibling who is the same race. Background in class, think of a character death as giving you room to be creative and change things up a little. Now, about those dramatic moments when it comes to death saves, I prefer to keep the tension high. I'll roll those behind my screen to keep things fair and unpredictable. Only you, as the affected player, will know the outcome. To the rest of the table, it will be a mystery to create a little excitement. And remember, no in-game talk from deceased players. Let's keep the focus on jokes and banter to maintain the immersive experience. The same goes for unconsciousness, naturally.
Wow, heavy. So I won't know if my partners are living or dying? Sounds like I might need to reread the death save rules. Anything else we need to prep before the first session? I have written my character sheet out as Obama suggested I should.
You need only to bring your filled character sheets and your adventurous spirit, your sense of wonder, your readiness to delve head first into this new world. In our first session, you'll arrive at the port to meet the academic, and from that point onward, the world awaits your exploration.
Why would you agree to this, Jeff? Working with this lot, I guess me too, won't exactly be easy. It never is like, Trump, come and save me from this pillager raid. Trump, come and save me from this super muted gang. It's always the same.
Well, you see, it's a thrilling challenge, yes, to weave tales for such diverse, illustrious minds. The blend of strategy, drama, and humor. Oh, it's tantalizing. Crafting a world of myth and magic, bending rules for creativity. It's all about the unpredictable excitement. I am also simply relishing the opportunity to practice my impersonations of some of my good friends who I am sure you will get a kick out of when you recognize them, plus the chance to grow, connect, entertain. It's irresistible. Let's embark on this extraordinary adventure together, shall we?
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Jeff.
This is going to be huge. Subscribe if you want to follow along.
Yeah, let's get started already. I'm tired. What are we waiting for?
Well, I can't wait. Let's do this soon.
Excellent. Thanks, everyone. That wraps up our session 0. To our viewers, thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for our first real session where the adventure begins. See you soon.